Are you ready for today's episode? Because I am so excited. Today, I'm sharing about my non-negotiables. These are the things that I always do to keep my home aligned and healthy. Welcome to Feng Shui Living, the podcast designed for busy women who want to de-stress, live with intention, and create a home that truly supports their well-being. Each week, I'll bring you practical tips, insightful ideas, and simple strategies to enhance both your home and your life. Let's get started. Hello there, and welcome to this episode of Feng Shui Living. I am your host, Lisa Morton. And I've been having so much fun preparing this episode for you. If you're brand new here, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. If you've been here for a while, you're a longtime listener, thank you so much. Today, oh my gosh, it's going to be kind of a peek behind the curtains. You're going to really get to hear about habits, rituals, and boundaries that I keep in my very own home to feel grounded, to feel supported, and also energetically aligned. These are just those non-negotiables, things that and oftentimes simple things. You're going to find some of these are really simple things, but that I do or I don't do, I avoid. But no matter what, they make a huge difference. I have found, I feel like over time I've kind of implemented one thing and then another as I learn. And I found they transform my home. And then also I'm in this routine of this is the way I do things, and it feels so in such harmony. So I just keep up with them. So I think you will have fun, and I cannot wait to hear what you begin to take on. So I have 3 different sections today. I kind of divided them up. So number 1 is energetic boundaries, and these are Feng Shui inspired non-negotiables. So number 1, you guys are going to laugh when I say this, but you know, the toilet seat is always down when not in use. Now, I do have some home visitors that we struggle with, and I have to remind them, but that's life. This is really a classic Feng Shui principle. Keeping the toilet lid down prevents qi from draining. And this is especially important because we know water, which is in the toilet, water connects to wealth, and we don't want to keep that open. Plus, there's also that aspect of walking into a bathroom. You want your eyes to go somewhere beautiful when you walk in any room, but especially in this bathroom, you don't want your view to go directly to the toilet down into the bowl. Instead, make your eye go to a beautiful piece of artwork or a fabulous wallpaper versus down into the toilet. And when you keep the lid down and the seat down, everything, it automatically just sends your eye somewhere else. So I hope you decide to take this on, keeping the toilet lid and seat down. Number 2 is no storage under the bed. This definitely impacts the quality of sleep. Sleep is one of the most common complaints I get from clients. Even someone messaging me on social media, I get messages from a lot of people, and they're like, I'm really struggling with this or that. And it's always so often sleep. It's so important. So keeping that storage out. This is subconsciously affecting us, right? Whatever's underneath, what is going on under there? Is it genes from many years ago that you're hoping maybe possibly you'll be able to fit into someday? Think of the energy of that. So under my bed, we don't keep anything. However, in the winter months, I will keep an extra blanket for extra chilly nights. But that's it. And it's unfortunate because I'm even noticing a lot of furniture lately. A lot of beds are being made with storage drawers beneath the bed. I'm seeing this a lot, especially with kiddos. So just be mindful of this next time you're shopping for a bed. We want that space clear beneath our bed. And then number 3 in my energetic boundary Feng Shui inspired and non-negotiable list is garbage cans. Garbage cans will always be hidden out of view in my home. If they can go in a cabinet, maybe in a big drawer, like in our kitchen, we have a big drawer that pulls out with the waste baskets. Or they're hidden somehow. I do have one bathroom that we don't have a drawer or a cabinet to add the garbage. So I make sure it's a cute little garbage can. It has a lid and it's nestled kind of off to the side. So you don't see it. You'd only see it if you're like right at the toilet right there. Okay. But it's not, it gets kind of like the toilet. You want to walk into a room and not look down into the toilet in the bathroom, right? You want to walk into the kitchen and not see the garbage can front and center at the end of the island. That's not what we want. We want our view, the energy to go elsewhere. Okay. Also, garbage cans what do they symbolize? They symbolize dirty, energetic clutter, neglect. It sucks good energy out when you have a garbage can that's dirty and smelly and needs to be emptied. So those are my Feng Shui inspired non-negotiables. Let's get into my healthy home practices. This is more body, mind, energy, and this is a big one. Scented fabric softener or artificial fragrances. Indoor air quality is something we don't think of, but so important. Having these synthetic chemicals can really cause a lot of problems with our bodies. And oh my gosh, maybe a year and a half ago, I did an episode where I interviewed Allison Price of The Infused Life. And we talked about the harmful effects of these phony scents and chemical laden scents and fragrances, and how easy it is to switch and do non-toxic, all natural. I use a lot of essential oils, but here's the thing with fabric softener, I don't use fabric softener. I haven't used fabric softener in years. When it comes to creating a really healthy, aligned home, indoor air quality is so important. And I feel like ridding your home of fabric softener, the smelly, ones their brands or smells. You walk by someone, you're like, oh, they use that brand. I think by starting out with fabric softener is a great way. Check those wall plugs, those branded, I don't know what brands they are, but the wall plugs that give off the scent, the heavy sprays in the bathrooms. There's so many things you can do, but fabric softener I feel like it's kind of easy peasy. Do your clothes get staticky? Sometimes I do get a few things that are staticky. It's not so bad. And then I had someone else say, well, aren't your clothes scratchy? Well, if we have to use chemicals and all that heaviness of fabric softener to make our clothes comfortable, that just doesn't feel right. It's like there's a TV commercial now for a fabric softener company, and they show images of this scratchy material. Cotton is so scratchy. And I'm like, why is cotton so bad? Cotton should not be that scratchy. And when you actually use these, especially the liquid fabric softeners, it coats the fibers and it makes it break down even faster. So I'm just a big no fabric softener person in my home. I always recommend using, if you want a little scent, add a drop or so of essential oil to those dryer balls and add those in. That's a great way to have a little scent on your clothes. And then next in my healthy home practices, my non-negotiables is no shoes in the house. This has, both energetic and practical aspects to it, right? It's energetic protection, it's groundedness, it's also hygiene, and a little intention at that threshold. Removing your shoes at the door, it might seem like just a simple habit, but it really holds a powerful energetic connection. And, think about from a Feng Shui energetic approach, you're keeping that outside world, the stuff, that scum that's on the bottom of your shoe, the dirt, the debris, you're keeping that at the entry and not carrying through your entire home. This keeps the energy in the outside world out and really helps create your home and create a sacred space. It's also really grounding, a grounding ritual to remove your shoes and feel your feet on the earth when you walk into your home. It signals this shift from doing and going and running the errands to, I'm at home. And it's also supports hygiene. We know the the world out there is not always sanitary and clean. It can be pretty dirty, some places that we go. And we always want to be mindful of where we are and what we're bringing in. So better safe than sorry to keep your sanctuary nice and clean. And then number 6 is I want you to open the windows daily. I do this every day. This is my non-negotiable. And it might even be briefly. It might even be just for a few minutes, just to allow the fresh air to float, especially on hot days, hot summer days, really chilly winter days. It might just be a few moments. But this clears out stale chi or energy. It boosts oxygen and it transforms the energy of a room. It also helps you connect with the outside world. It's really warm where I am right now. It's the heat of summer, but opening the windows, even for a few minutes in the morning, you can hear the birds chirping, maybe the leaves rustling outside, and it helps you connect with that outside world if you're not able to get out there in the morning. Okay, so those were my home healthy practices. And then I have a third section for you. And this is really emotional and energetic resonance. And it's only keeping the items that feel aligned or purposeful to you. Some items you might feel misaligned from. You might feel stagnant. And it's time to gently, with love and care, remove them from your home. These items can drag down our energy, can make us feel depleted, can make us feel even stuck more. It can affect your mood, your clarity, your intention. It can affect your attention span, and just it's time to move on. Sometimes we need these reminders. And so when you live with this in the back of your head, this is one of my non-negotiables. And so I will notice if I'm starting to feel off from something in my home, if it's time to move on from that item. So you can ask yourself, pick it up, hold it in your hands, and ask, does this reflect where I'm going? Does this reflect my future? And you'll get an answer. You'll know and trust it. So I invite you to explore these non-negotiables. Maybe you already take these on. Please let me know. If you think these are fun or interesting, share this episode with a friend. Of course, all the likes, shares, thumbs up, good comments, subscribes, all those are wonderful, and we appreciate those. I can't wait to hear what you guys decide to take on from my list of non-negotiables. Special thanks to our sponsor, Elevated Living School of Holistic Design and Feng Shui. For more information, head over to the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this episode with a friend. We'll see you next time.